What's going on, my brothers? Hope y'all are doing well today. Comment below, how's your heart? How's your heart feeling today? Important to check in with yourself. You deserve to check in with yourself. And nobody deserves your attention. You deserve your attention. So, today is day 34 of our daily heart medicine. All right, everybody take a deep breath. And this is our card for today. Take another deep breath as we receive what the medicine is for today. All right, so today, invitation from Spirit is for you to take some time and really sit with what has you really chained and bound. What has you really chained and bound? Maybe you're at a job that you don't really like. And maybe the story you've been telling yourself is, oh, like I can't leave this job. I got bills to pay, etc., right? But Spirit wants you to get up underneath that. Like, for real. What really has you bound to this job? Because you could go work somebody else and pay your bill. Work somewhere else and pay your bills, right? That's not the only job in the world. So what really has you chained and bound? Maybe what really has you chained and bound is you actually want to start your own business, but you have a belief that you won't be any good at it, right? You're not good enough to do that and to make money for yourself and to have enough support to pay your bills. Maybe that's actually the truth. Another way to think about it is, what is the thing that actually, if you got rid of, or the belief that if you got rid of, would allow you to experience the freedom of the things you actually desire in your life, right? Again, if you got rid of the belief that you couldn't do it, that you couldn't start your own business, you'd quit your job. If you believed you could absolutely do it, you wouldn't have a problem doing that. But it's that belief that actually has you chained and bound, not the belief that you got to stay there, that you got to pay your bills. So what really has you chained and bound to situations, circumstances, relationships that you don't want to be in, right? Some of us are in marriages that we don't want to be in. And the story we might tell ourselves is, oh, well, I can't leave her. I got to be a good husband, good father to my children. And if I leave her, that makes me a bad person. That's the story you're telling yourself. But if you really get up underneath it, what really has you chained and bound? Maybe what has you chained and bound is, again, the belief that you're not good enough, nobody else will love you, and so this is the best that you can do, actually. You're telling yourself you're doing it so you can be of good moral character and show up for your family, but the truth is that you don't feel good enough, and so you stay, and you stay, and you stay. And if you got rid of the belief that you weren't good enough, you're not worthy of love, nobody else will love you, this is the best that you can do, then you'd actually be able to leave a situation that doesn't serve you. So take a moment and really think and be reflective on what has you chained and bound. Now, this can be kind of a catchy, not catchy, what's the word I'm thinking of? Tricky. Can be a little bit of a tricky thing to get at, because we make up all kinds of stories about why we have to stay in situations we don't want to. And the stories be good. They be convincing. They be convincing stories. They don't be half bad tales, right? And so it can really hide to us the real reasons why we're there. So don't be afraid to reach out to me directly if you're like, I'm kind of struggling to figure out what's really underneath this. I'm happy to throw a couple questions back at you to maybe try to help you to understand what might be the real issue. And you want to understand the real issue. You don't want to be in a situation, a circumstance where you don't really understand what's going on. You can also, in my bio, there's a link. You can schedule a free call with me, 30-minute call, and we can talk about it. No obligation. You ain't got to pay me no money. You don't have to continue to book with me if you don't want to continue to work with me. 30 minutes for free to get underneath what has you really stuck, what really has you chained and bound. Because if you don't know what really has you chained and bound, guess what? You're going to stay there. It's like You over here trying to pick this lock. Meanwhile, you got this huge other boulder that's sitting on your foot. And it's like, you over here picking this lock that's this little puny little thing. Meanwhile, this boulder's over here crushing your leg. So you want to understand what the boulder is in your life that has you stuck. And because otherwise you'll stay focused on that little bitty lock that actually isn't the thing that has you stuck. All right, my brothers? Appreciate y'all so much. If nobody has told you today, I absolutely love you so much. You're so important, so essential. It is my absolute honor to be of service to you all in whatever way I possibly can, in service to your growth, in service to your healing, in service to you knowing and understanding without a doubt that you are absolutely amazing and absolutely God's perfected creation as you are. All right? I love you, my brother. Peace.